Hi there, Leo. Thank you so much for joining me. This is Yetta Pearl, and this is your reading, your Angel Messages reading for July 26th through August 1st. No, they don't want those. Okay. And so this is a general reading, and so as such, it may not resonate for everybody, but just take the parts that do and leave the rest, and it's all good. That just means that those parts are for somebody else. So I have checked with your guardian angels and asked them as a group to come and supply the messages. They're the ones who brought forward these particular cards, and they're the ones who are, bringing forth a card that they want to be in your reading, because they have those messages that they want. It's based on vibration, the best I can tell, and as I've been taught by different people. And so that's what we're going with, right? It's what we know. So here we are. Now we got the mermaids deck that they wanted to come forward to. So let's ask, what are the specific messages that our Leo needs to know for the week of July 26th through August 1st of 2021? So here we go. Seems to be a little slower today than usual. So when I do a reading, they, all the guardian angels, like I said, they get together and they send the messages. They give them to my personal guardian angels, and they give them to me in the way that I'm accustomed to receiving them. That's how come we do it that way. And then I just blurt it out. Now, sometimes it is in the form of a feeling, an emotion. And so I kind of have to find the words that are, the right ones. And sometimes it's given to me in pictures. And so again, I have to find the words. But most of the time, I start talking and I hear the words come out the same time you do. So that's just how it works for me. Not everyone is the same as that, but so that's good. Okay. Consult. So, okay. The whole basis of this reading is feeling your own self-worth, knowing that you are worth everything that you get. You deserve every bit of abundance. You deserve all the good stuff, right? Sometimes, so I'm hearing them say, sometimes when we receive not so good stuff, we've also brought that about, by our thoughts, by our feelings. It's called the law of attraction. Whatever it is that is coming to you, you have created it and you are drawing it to you. So if you are stuck in feelings of lack of self-worth and, just lack in general, prosperity or love or, money, food, whatever it is that you're feeling in lack of, it's because your thoughts are stuck in the position of lack. So then it's time to kind of zoom out and look at the big picture and see where everything is right. Like we all have, most of our life is right. Most of it is right. We've got something right now that maybe is taking all our attention and distracting us from what's right, but most of our life is right. And so when you can zoom out, see the big picture and see all the good stuff and just concentrate on that stuff, and how does that make you feel? And that in general brings the way you feel a little up, right? And so then the other things, like then you begin to understand that yes, you are worthy, that yes, you deserve the good stuff, right? And so then that stuff can start coming to you. As soon as you're feeling good, that's the goal. Feel good. That's all. That's the goal. And soon as you do feel good, I forget what they say. So Abraham and Esther Hicks, they talk about this. It's like, I don't even know, 60 seconds or something like that. As soon as you can feel good for that length of time, the longer you keep it going, the better, obviously. And then that's how you're getting your momentum going and how you're bringing the good stuff to you. So that's awesome. This looks like a really, really great reading, actually. So it's time to start tithing. The word is tithing. So the reason that we want to tithing is giving to, usually it's an organization, a service, a charity, something like that. Sometimes it could be donations. You're cleaning out closets and you're donating to the Goodwill or whatever. Or somebody on Facebook or Kijiji or wherever, somebody is asking for help and you can provide that help, so you do. That's called, all of those things are called tithing or donating, right? And the reason that it's a good idea to do that is because that gets your give and receive flow going, right? So in your daily life, you're receiving all kinds of abundance. You're receiving love. You're receiving the food, and you're receiving, the home, the beautiful home, and all those things, right? And so this helps keep you in balance by also giving things away, or money or time or whatever it is, makes room in your current life for you to receive more of what you just gave away. That's how that works. So always a good idea, keeping everything in balance. It's time to block out distractions. So I think we were talking about that a little bit when we're talking about worthiness and being deserving. When you're distracted by the things that seem to not be working out right now, that really blocks the abundance flowing to you. So stop the distractions. Let yourself just focus on what's the good stuff right now. And so let's see. Your life purpose and other priorities need your undivided attention. So it's time for you to take charge of your schedule. So, a lot of times this is Facebook, maybe. Maybe it's, other, maybe you play video games, things like that you enjoy doing and you're doing, but you're spending a little too much time on those. Spend more time on your active life stuff, because those are not real. Those do not contribute in any way to bettering your life, is what they're telling me. And so it's time to lay off those for a while. Maybe give yourself a limit every day, how much you're allowing yourself to be on those things that are just time wasters. And instead, do something more productive with it. Do something that gets you closer to your goal, right? So, first you're going to have to establish your goal. That's kind of the first step there. But everything you do all day long, ask yourself, does this get me closer to my goal, or does it get me further away from my goal, or does it not affect it at all? And so definitely we all need some downtime sometimes. We all need some just pure entertainment. But ask yourself, do I need to spend this much time on the entertainment or the downtime? Let's switch up that ratio a little bit and make it so that there's more time spent productively getting to your goals. So, because, okay, and here's more on that. Consulting an expert. So some of the things, they're showing me that some of the reason that you spend more time lately on electronics and away from business or work or production or whatever it is because you don't quite know how to proceed. So ask the experts. What's the subject matter? Call up somebody who knows. If you don't know who knows, well, use your social media to good purpose for that time and ask people, like, who would I ask about this kind of a subject? And I'm sure you'll get lots of people who understand that, who know who's the best person to call, right? So asking the experts, what would be, the logical progression? What other questions do I need to know? Like things that I didn't even think to ask yet. What are those things? Because, I need to go forward somehow. So when you can be really clear at explaining the situation and saying, what it is or what you need to know or things like that, then you can get a clear answer in return, and then you can step forward. and you know how to do that then, right? Ask for ideas, because just this morning I was reminded from friends of mine that had different ideas about how to do a few things, and those things had just not occurred to me at all. So if I was only depending on my own knowledge, I wouldn't get anywhere near as far as I will by taking ideas and guidance from other people, especially those who are the experts in their fields, right? Makes sense, right? And then, as you're doing this, so this, says God is your source. Some people don't like to use the actual word God. I found that everything here is, use your own language. If you prefer to say source, or you prefer to say universe, or you prefer to say angels, or whatever it is, you can do that however you like. Certainly you can use God as well, but it's just a matter of language and understanding the language for you, right? So you make this fit yourself. So what this is, though, that you have, no matter what it is that you consider to be source, you have a faith in that, right? And so understanding that your faith in that brings you the knowledge of all the best paths, right? So when you consult, now for myself, I talk to my angels all day long, every day. And right now I'm talking to yours, right? And so they're giving me the information that when you are feeling in need, when you're feeling maybe this lack of worth, or that you're feeling lack of anything, ask. Like, what is it that you want, or you need, or you're expecting? And that will bring it to you. When you're deliberately asking for it, that creates it in the universe. It brings all that energy together to create that thing. Now, it might take a little bit of time to get to you, depending what it is and how much has to get lined up first. But definitely you ask for it, and then you expect it to come to you. It feels very much like you guys are really, really good at this, Leo. That, for the moment, occasional moments, you might get sunk in this lack of worthiness thing, but usually you're really on the ball with that. You understand the give and take, you understand the balance, you understand that you are deserving, and that your family is deserving, and you understand that all this abundance is available. We just have to ask for it, right? Instead of blocking it from coming to us. And so the more you understand that, the more it comes. Here we've got two. We've got dreams of abundance. Oops. And we've got the treasure chest. Like, how awesome is that? How awesome is that? So this dreams of abundance, this is you daydreaming and saying, ooh, I want some of this, and I want some of that. Oh, that feels amazing. And feel what it feels like on your face and under your feet, and in your world. Like, how do you want your life to be? What do you want to be doing all day? What do you want to be receiving? How do you want life to be? What people do you want in your life? And how do you want those relationships to feel? Picture all that. Dream it up. And really feel it. Like, put yourself actually in that situation. Put yourself in that life. See yourself and feel yourself and know yourself living that life. That is amazing. Amazing. And then here it comes. Here it comes. Everything you want. All in a great big package. Sometimes it's even tied up in a bow. Sometimes it's hard to recognize. They're telling me it'll trickle in a little bit at a time, depending on how you're, creating it, how complicated it is, right? It'll maybe trickle in. And so you'll kind of go, okay, but more. Yeah, you can do that, but keep your energy even, right? Like if you're going, yeah, it's only this, but I wanted all that. Now you're just complaining because you got part of your dream, right? Doesn't make sense, does it? So keep in mind that it may not come all at once. It's a little at a time. And just be so grateful and so appreciative of what's coming every moment of every day so that more can come to you. Yeah. They're telling me you do get it. You just forget sometimes, right? That resonates, right? Okay, so let's take one last bit of wisdom here from the daily guidance cards. That one flew right out. See only love. Yeah, so it's kind of more along the same lines of seeing everything as beautiful, right? Know that if it only appears to be part of the puzzle, well, it is only part of the puzzle, you know, and it's okay. It's coming all exactly how it should, and it's ripening exactly when it should and how it should. Meanwhile, just keep throwing love out there. Keep throwing the love out there towards yourself first and towards all the people around you, all the abundance. Have compassion, have trust. And that's what makes life magic. It's amazing. This is so beautiful for you, Leo. I'm so glad that you are tuning in for this. So let's send some of that love to the whole world. Just beam it out there like we're Care Bears, right? And just send all the love and all the acceptance. Oh, it feels amazing to do this. And, you know, as I'm doing this, I'm feeling the receiving of it as well. That's really cool. Okay. Leo, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you found something to resonate here. And I love you and I appreciate you. And I'll see you next week.